After a precarious sail south from the Outer Hebrides in late autumn, we landed in Oban, on the mainland of Scotland. We decided to spend the winter months here while Adam returned to Australia, and we waited for the weather to become a bit nicer to sail in. It also seemed like a good opportunity to prepare our boat for colder weather, as the condensation problem was becoming, well, a problem. After insulating behind the walls and the cupboards in the aft cabin, it was time to move on to the main living space. Well, it has been a few days since I filmed last, and I've been doing some editing, trying to dry out the bedroom, our aft bedroom, so that I can pull out some more of the rotten wood that's in the cupboards, and pretty much start painting or rebuilding the cupboards in there. So I'm gonna say that the back room is mainly done, other than the ceiling underneath these things. It's an overhead kind of job, and I'm probably just putting it off, even though I know that for insulation that's probably where most of the heat's going out of the boat. At some stage when my arms are really feeling strong, I'll take the roof lining down and put some foam up there. But for now I'm going to work my way pretty much into the main saloon area. So first things first is this cupboard in here. Because I didn't really film too much in the other room, I thought I'd kind of poke the camera in here so you can see some of the wood damage that I'm having to deal with. And what I'm doing is I've bought a bunch of 3mm plywood that I'm kind of just rebuilding the walls with, really, because there's just so much damage that I'm taking it all back, and it's all bad. It's all rotten. It's all like flaking away from the wall. It's pretty bad. It's just a matter of taking, like, demolishing and then rebuilding and then painting and trying to make things waterproof after that. Bit of a nightmare job though. And it's definitely been taking a long time with the cold weather and the drying times required. So working my way onto the next room is fun. I'm trying to strategically film around so you don't see the massive mess that is behind me. There's two kind of cupboards in there, double cupboard, which has all of our maintenance stuff in, our paint, our tools, everything, so that's all in here. Then I've just taken out this cupboard here, our Tupperware and our saucepans and all those little bits and pieces, so I've taken that out and it's all kind of behind me, so I'm just going to hide that. And Adam actually said, Adam said before he left, he's like, look, the priorities are to protect the ceiling and insulate the ceiling and the coach roof. So I've not done that at all. And I'm actually working on the sidewalls. So I am living in a bit of a cold place while I'm working on the sidewalls, but mainly it's so disruptive. Yeah, it's a very disruptive task that while Adam's away and I'm the only person who's out of joint, just kind of living in a bit of a mess, I figure it's a good time to do this now while Adam is away. You can see up here it's just really, really watery, lots of condensation, and then this wood right here, there, is all damp. You see the plywood, the layers of it are all coming off here. It's pretty bad, so I'm just going to take these off and rebuild. I don't know if you can tell as well, but obviously we have tried painting this in the past, and it's just slick with water. Well, I'm all measured up and cut for the inside of the cupboard, just to replace the rotting pieces of wood. Now time to actually test to see whether it fits. Okay, looks like it fits. Now it's time for gluing. have got the wall in there, just gluing, and I've kind of like prodded it into place with some pieces of wood. Now I'm going to try to tackle the nav station, behind the nav station. I actually took one of these walls off, and the white behind our panelling just completely disintegrated. It was pretty bad condition. So I've ordered in some more foam board, which is what we have in the back, which is actually quite good. It's waterproof, it's flexible. So I've ordered in some of that, and that will be coming later. But for now, just need to get the new panelling off, and actually, you know, start doing the same thing, start insulating behind it. These ones have never been, well, we haven't taken them off, but they're copper screws. They are really hard to undo without breaking or bending the metal. It's not ideal. So we've got to go really, really slowly, making sure that I don't break them. Me underneath all of these clothes. It's really, really cold in here. I've got the windows open to flush out the boat. We'll get a little bit of more fresh air in there, stop some of the condensation, which is still happening. I don't really know what I expect. Well, I guess I expected insulation to just stop all of the condensation, and it hasn't. So we're a bit chilly. I'm a bit chilly right now. It's a week until Adam comes back. The place is still a mess. All cupboards, as you can see here, are kind of being painted, and the wood is being replaced behind me here. I've started replacing the wood that was in all these areas here. This back wall here was also completely rotted, like, you know, wavy wood, so it wasn't really doing much. I know it's just cosmetic, it's nothing like, you know, it's not really helping. It is helping the cause. It's making me feel better, and at least I don't have any grotty wood on the boat. And this space here also was very gross. This is in the kitchen area, so I'm kind of just working my way into here. Lots of heating going on here with my little trusty heater. Actually, it's not so trusty, it's making some strange noises. Business as usual, really. Tearing out cupboards, replacing stuff, painting it, protecting it, and also doing the installation while I'm at it. I thought that this job was going to take about a week. I don't know why, because I thought it would be easy. It's not. And I'm 100% just, while Adam's away, I'm just going to be doing this. I've accepted that now. He's back in like a week, and I'm still going to be here. The things that will be the most annoying, dirty, messy of jobs, at least they'll be done. So when he comes back, it won't be as messy. Yes! Guys, the best thing has arrived. I have been looking forward to this and tracking this for a very, very long time. Actually, about a week now. But look what's here, which will help with my current condensation situation. Okay, I'm sure that you probably were expecting something slightly more exciting, but so far the insulation that I've put up against the coach roof and the sides of the walls hasn't really made a difference, unfortunately. Who knows, maybe it's maybe I need to do the roof lining, but I think it's going to make a difference with keeping the heat in, retaining the heat. I don't think it's going to have much of a difference with the condensation. So I sucked it up, and I went and bought a dehumidifier. And I'm really, really, really hoping that this will help or solve the condensation problems. This one was apparently recommended, this brand specifically was recommended by a few of the sailors around here. So, and it's small enough to kind of, apparently it's small enough to, or big enough and small enough to dehumidify our boat, or boats in general. So I'll trial it, see how we go. Apparently it's on its lowest setting, it draws 30 watts, so that's not too bad. Maybe something that we can use on anchor as well. We'll see how we go. I'm not going to promise anything yet, and for now that we're on shore power as well, I am going to be banging it up to its highest setting because this boat seriously needs it. Alright guys, it's been a few weeks actually of me just pretty much taking out all of everything from the cupboard, including rotten wood, putting more wood back, painting it, making sure it looks good. I've done almost all of the cupboards in the whole boat, and it's been a very, very boring job. So next on our list is to start insulating above the roof lining here. At some stage we will need to, we are going to replace this roof lining, but not now. But because it's all overhead, I have actually called in some assistance. Adam! Adam's back!
He's back! Just in time for the crap part of the job.
You are! Yeah, so look, it has been a few weeks. It's been a bit of a crappy kind of job, this insulating, and so it definitely took a lot longer than I thought. But Adam,
for the record, I didn't just get back today, which is people are like, wow, you're really not that excited about being back together, considering you've been apart for 3 weeks.
He's been back for a few days. He's recovered from jet lag now.
Yeah, Kara, you did a wonderful job while I've been away.
Thank you.
For everyone who's wondering, by the way, Dad's fine. He came through. Good on you, mate. And now he's got the long recovery, and he's kicking goals left, right, and centre. So thank you all for the thoughts and prayers, and keep them coming.
Yep.
Back on with the job.
Yeah, so back on with the job. So pretty much he's had a few days back, and I'm forcing him back to work. But it's I don't know. It's one of those things where I really don't want yoga mats around anymore. So you're going to have to help me do it.
You have to fight for your boat back. To be honest,
exactly.
The parts get to the roof, and you need to start dealing with the job. So let's just.
Last update you saw was me getting the dehumidifier, and that has worked amazingly well. Like, out of all of the things that I've done over the last few weeks, that has been the big game changer. I'm
genuinely considering cancelling other jobs because this has been so effective.
It's amazing.
It's now middle of December in the Outer Hebrides, Scotland, and it's like it has been a warmish week since I've been back. But the humidity, there's not a drop of water inside, and we've gone from averaging 5 to 8 degrees inside to 18, and
18
it
degrees
uses
inside.
350 watts flat out. So huge improvement. That alone is like 80% solution. Everything else is just a cherry on top from here on out.
So, but look, we still have a heater coming in, so we'll still put it in. But man, if anybody is going to do anything on their boat during winter, start with a dehumidifier and then do the crappy jobs afterwards to see if it makes a difference.
There's all these people in the comment section being like, yeah, told you so, told you so. I was like, they weren't wrong. Like,
and they were absolutely not wrong.
Absolutely right.
I had to live it to believe it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Okay, roof lining, let's do this. So, you can see, alright, so you can see here, there's a difference of about this piece of board here is about 15 millimeters, 1.5 centimeters. So that's the thickness of the mat that I've got. So we'll just put the mat in between here, like cut out sections here, and then glue it all in. Adam's just putting the contact cement on the foam here. It's very hard to reach up in here. There's a section here that is below the coaming, and it's just kind of a void. So this is one of the more important places that we're going to insulate, and this is the final piece.
Finally living in the padded cell that we belong.
That's quite a good one, actually.
So yeah, just between the slats, and then we'll put the roof lining back, and that'll be that. Just like roof bats in your house. We'll see. I don't know. It's one of those jobs where I'm like, I think you'll believe it when, like, cumulatively one day. Like, I don't think it's going to be sort of a binary solution where we're just like, wow, immediately better, which is takes the satisfaction out of it a little bit.
We kind of did it over a period of a couple of days because it's a really, really boring job. I'm not gonna lie, it's just really boring. So yeah, just measuring it out, cutting pieces in and using contact cement to put it on the ceiling. And then just cutting little sections around the bolts really, so that if we need to change anything out, we can in future. I think it might make a difference, who knows. It was a hell of a lot better though working with Adam than without Adam, so already I can say this job was better than the other jobs inside the cupboard.
Oh, I'm gonna get you. Wow, look at that!
What snow at you? Wow. It's snowing here in Oban. We've been here for a little bit and still just doing the last. Actually, today we're doing the last bit of the insulation job, which is perfect timing because it's just started snowing.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, it's not a great day to be working, but this is the second part. So when at this particular marina, when the wind's out of the east, like it is today, you have almost, unfortunately, no protection. There's like a mile of open fetch, so we're getting it gets a bit bumpy, but so far so good.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago we got absolutely smashed.
Yeah, we lost a line on the bow, and luckily Adam was just watching the lines as it chafed through, so he managed to grab it before any damage was done. But with these, with some of these waves, it was a bit crazy to recover.
That is like a blizzard. I really hope I don't have to go out and mess with the lines today. It's gonna be like finger busting. Wow, there we go. We saw snow in Scotland on our sailboat in winter. Box ticked.
What? Build up?
Just a casual blizzard coming through Oban.
Well, all the Canadians out there would be like, that's not a blizzard. But for us, this looks like a lot of snow.
This is Adam's first snowstorm and Millie's first snowstorm.
We think it's Millie's first snowstorm.
Potentially, yeah. I think so.
She was a bit of a fair weather sailor before
she was a
we took her
Caribbean
up here.
princess.
Yeah,
she was
exactly.
a mid-latitude princess, and now she's getting sent out into the cold, much like me.
Exactly.
Ice Queen over here is just loving it.
I know, almost like jumper and leggings. But I forgot what I was going to say.
Too much excitement.
So exciting, I hope it settles. We can see how well our insulation works if the snow settles. That there should have snow on it, which means that there's no heat rising.
It's not really falling on the deck though, is it? Like it's sort of, I don't know why it's splattered on there. I think because it's just
there's no insulation there.
No, but even on
it's
the
cold.
deck, like on the shore, it's
it's
falling
not
as sludge. I don't think it's 100% snow.
Maybe it's a flurry.
It's a flurry.
Less than a snowstorm?
I'd say you might be right there, yeah. I mean, it's not rain. It's not rain, it's not sludge.
No.
It's not sleet.
Hot chocolate for the occasion? Have to have hot chocolate for it like it.